Okay, that was cold. And I get back in the truck and I turn the heat on, knowing Chloe's going to complain. I want to share a domestic dispute with you. I've been freezing all day. My hormones have been crazy, I guess, and I've been freezing. So I go to turn the heat up so I can get warm. And she's back there panting and carrying on, so I had to turn on my fan for her so that she won't be hot. This is Squirt's imitation of a one-ton dually. 2 trucks I've seen like this. They're coming from the direction I'm going. And we spent the night in Belforche, or Belforche, South Dakota. It's cold. Had to get out my... Hold on. My heated, battery power heated jacket. It's cold. Did I mention it's cold? I'm gonna go in and get my fuel receipt and get breakfast. I did not top off my tanks when I was in Missoula, Montana, and I regret that because I had to fuel here in Hickville. And I was only able to take on $150 worth. I have a full tank of fuel and a little bit left in my auxiliary. That should get me to a real live sophisticated truck stop. But breakfast first, right, girls? Okay. What? What does that even mean? Correction. The bad weather is in Wyoming, and I've already gone through Wyoming, so all that nastiness that was on those trucks, that came from behind me, but I have no idea what South Dakota's going to bring. So we shall see, because I've got us breakfast, I've got us coffee, and we're ready to press on. Yeah? What does that mean? I don't speak Chihuahua. What does that mean? Okay, now that I understood. Okay, yes. Yes, ma'am. I will share my breakfast with you. Yeah, I will. She knows I will. Alrighty, folks, I wanted to give you an update. Perry, Iowa is behind me. That is the name of the town where I was supposed to pick up my next load. I had dispatched myself on it 2 days ago. I reached out to the customer the day before Thanksgiving. Told them I was on my way. They knew nothing about the load. The guy I was talking to, he's like, yeah, I don't know. I'll call you back. He never did. But I'm like, that's okay. It's going to take me a couple of days to get there. I chose this load because it would give me something to do that I could drive over the holiday, get there the day after the holiday, pick up the load, and continue on. Got into town last night, and I found the customer, and I'm like, well, it's no wonder they don't know what's going on. They sell mostly motorhomes. I'm like, what do they know about a fifth-wheel camper? I found out this morning that the business is open. I show up. They're really nice people. And the one salesman says, well, here, you need to talk to Carlos, because that's his customer. So I go over to Carlos' desk. He calls the customer. At the receiving end, customer gets me on the phone and says, yeah, I'm not ready for that unit. And he says, I called your company and told them not to send it. I'm not ready. Apparently the destination fell through on where he was going to have it dropped and delivered. He goes, yeah, I had a spot for it and that fell through, so I can't take the load, or I can't take my unit. until I find a new spot for it. I said, no worries, I'll just call my traffic manager and have him dispatch me on it, and I'll be on my way. So I'm on my way. I'm still pressing on. I still have to go east for reasons that are inconvenient, but somebody needs pills. Somebody's been out of one of her pills for a while, and she needs medication. It's alright though. Pressing on. No big deal. All of our business is conducted in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Squirt is now highly medicated. Well, I did give her medication, but I also have her medication for the next month, so we're good on that. And I'm logged in, getting ready to head north. Got some stuff to take care of when I get to Indiana, too. So Kentucky, check that off the list.
Yes. Yeah, at some point you just would wake up and it would be there. You know what I mean? It would be
You'd take a hike.
gone. Yep. Putting a brand new one on or reworking that one would be about the same, you know, I mean, I didn't notice whether you have a step or not at your bumper. Do you have a step?
Just get up, step up. I step on the hitch.
2,000 years later.
What to say? What to say? Elkhart, Indiana. I'm in a loaner vehicle, if you haven't noticed. I got into town Saturday. This is now Thursday. And I needed some work done on my truck at Dan's Service Center. I got us an Airbnb. I couldn't take videos and show you anything about the Airbnb because my phone it clocked out. It clocked out. And so I had to get on the phone with T-Mobile using my business phone to let them know that my primary phone, my personal phone, it just quit on me. And they said, we'll drop a phone in the mail for you on Monday. You should get it Tuesday, which it did. It showed up. They shipped it right to the address at the Airbnb that I was staying at. And at Dan's Service Center, I needed some serious hitch work done. And so now that I've checked out of the Airbnb and I'm at Dan's Service Center, I'm about to go in and see what they've got going on. They were just about finished with the truck yesterday. And I could have took it last night, but then I remembered just one more thing. Could you just look at just one more thing? So they're dealing with that this morning. So I'm gonna go see what's going on with my truck. I'm gonna leave the girls here. We are parked in the sun, so it should stay warm. The truck, everything that I took out of the truck is now crammed in the back seat of this car. So, but it was a nice mini vacation. I don't have pictures of the Airbnb because my phone quit on me. I will share the photos that are posted on the Airbnb site of the bungalow that I stayed at. It was nice. It was, shout out. Oh my goodness. I have tons to say about that Airbnb. It was awesome. But anyway, truck first. You know why? Because I dispatched myself on a load yesterday. So I kind of need to get back to work. I peeked around the corner past the employees only sign, and they're still working on my truck. They said that it's almost done. I don't know what almost means, but it's almost done. But I told him I was in no hurry this morning because when it's cold, there ain't no way I'm going to hook to a unit in the cold in the morning. And I said, yeah, I'll hook to it this afternoon. I do not know what the temperature is currently, but it's nice weather to hook to a unit. So we can't wait to get to work. We can't wait to get back in our own truck. I know it. Yeah, just living in a car. Oh my goodness. We aren't really living in a car. We're just hanging out in the car until the truck's done. It's my babies. I have mentioned to my fellow transport drivers that I get work done at Dan's Service Center. And some of them pass judgment like, oh, you could get it done cheaper. Or if you're ordering a hitch, you can find it online cheaper. And I'm like, yeah, that's really great. I'm not going to install it. And in the past, I had people that worked on my truck and did it for free, and I'm still recovering from that. So all I can say is Dan's Service Center, they have this quality of excellence that they strive for and customer satisfaction, and I'm extremely happy bringing my truck here to have it worked on. So say what you will. I mean, I get it. I mean, if you can save money and you can do the work yourself, I am not that person. I know nothing. I pay people to work for me. I pay people to do things for me. So, but I'm very happy with Dan's Service Center. I don't know what I'm going to do when they go out of business, like when they retire or whatever. So hopefully I'll retire before they do. All right, guys, I have paid my bill and I'm ready to go back to work. And I just want to really briefly show you what they've done. Previously, when you would look at the back of my truck, this railing right here was bowing in the center. And so when I brought it in to have it replaced, they said it's a good thing that I did because the railing was cracking. But the other thing that has been done, obviously you see that it's been mounted on this plate for more strength, but now I only had one bolt on all four. Now I've got the two, and I'm extremely much more happy with that. And then plus, because of the fact that I always have trouble with a gooseneck because my fifth wheel hitch was over my gooseneck, they've set this up to where I don't have to move my fifth wheel hitch anymore to get to the gooseneck that was underneath. So I am extremely, extremely happy. I should have done that a long time ago. So, having said all of that, I'm going to end the episode because we're getting ready to go to work, aren't we, girls? Chloe is so happy to be back in her truck. They said that rental car is not for them. They don't like it. So anywho, I'm going to say goodbye from here in Elkhart, Indiana at Dan's Hitch. And I'm going to work because I've dumped a little bit of money into the money pit here. I'm like hemorrhaging money. But it's all right. It's done right. And I feel safer now. And I'm glad. I guess I am kind of glad that guy in St. George, Utah mouthed off about my hitch because it made me wonder. And then I asked a few important questions, and next thing you know, I'm looking at this going, yeah, I feel much better about this. So, alrighty guys, it's time to get to work. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next episode. And just remember, guys, it's all about the perspective.